Okki niksu koa. Ita mix kanatoni, ita mixisiku, ita mutaku. Nisto nitaniku pita sasaksina. Kisto tagitaniku.
Nistu ni daniko Betsy Bita. Gistu takidaniko.
Nisto ni Daniko, Sally Spoopy. Kistu, Takidaniko.
Nisto ni Daniko, Jarvis ni.
Ah.
Hanya.
My friends, we don't have much time. Hurry, need to get hurry.
I don't know if you know this about me, Betsy, but I don't hurry.
What's up, Betsy? Why do we need to be in such a rush?
Well, I've just learned that our students out there, our bootgeeks watching, they're not going to be here much longer. Something called summer holidays? What is summer holidays and why is summer taking the children away?
Betsy, I don't think summer is taking away our book eggs. I think the book eggs, all the children, get to go and enjoy summer, just like you and me. They take a break from school and get to be outside on the land and in the water. They figured out that's the best place to be on a hot summer day, in the water.
Yes. I've been busy too, rolling around the ground to scratch off the rest of my winter coat and making big, deep buffalo wallows in the earth.
Hey, those buffalo wallows are the best, especially this time of year when the big rains come. Whenever the Eni come through and leave their buffalo wallows behind, and then it rains, it turns into a bunch of little pools of water, and those pools are used by so many other creatures.
That's right. I've seen how so many other animals and insects need those wallows. Even us flyers flock to them for what we need too.
Hey, I didn't know so many others appreciated and relied on our wallows. That's awesome how we're all connected. I only knew about those pools of water help the soil to make the prairie grass grow super tall for us to keep munching on.
But wait, Sally, you said something about this time of year is when the big rains come? What does that mean?
Well, we've already seen some lightning and thunder and rain so far this spring, right?
Yes.
Well, we should see some more of that in this moon cycle. Hopefully, lots more. That's why it's called Misam Sutam, the long rains moon.
That's right, Sally. That's why we're here again with our good friend Bides Sisaksinam to learn about Misam Sutam, the long rains moon. Friends, help me to say Uki Bides Sisaksinam.
Uki Bides Sisaksinam.
Okki misamsutam. That's what we call this calendar moon in Blackfoot, June, misamsutam. What that means is long rains. This particular month tonight, we expect to have rains just about 7 days straight. There's some rains in that are kind of responsible for some of the floods we've had here in southern Alberta. So those long rains have existed. This is what we've called our calendar moon of June for hundreds of years. Misamsutam. Now, of course, we need to be very vigilant of the waters, particularly the rivers, the backwaters, and so forth of that. Because with that amount of rain and that, there's going to be high levels of water in the rivers, in the ponds, so just be very careful. But on the same token, rain is good. It has good green grass. The trees will grow and that. Of course, Betsy Pete, I hear, probably just loves the rain more than probably Sally Spoopy. He just loves that some suit and that, because more water, the more happier these animals are going to be. Matsi, Kapisas, and of course, Jarvis Ine will probably love that rain and that. It leaves all those big wallows that we're talking about. And everything it's all connected with those wallows and that. There's going to be birds in there feeding in there and so forth and that. But just be very vigilant of our environment. Long rains. Last month we were saying flower blossom. Just to go a little bit further, next month after Misamsutam, we call it Okonokis, which means when blueberries ripen. That's July. August, we say Pakipis, another nature-based calendar moon, which means choke cherries ripen. So, all our calendar moons are really based on nature. We have those observations that our people had in that. We call the calendar moons accordingly. Han, hey, Sugabi.
Ah.
So I learned something today about how our ini wallows help so many other relatives. Not just the earth and soil relatives, but the four-legged, the two-legged, and my water relatives too.
That's some powerful wallowing you got going on.
I'm still wondering why we're all just sitting around wallowing and not doing anything about summer. Don't you know this is our very last video with the book eggs? The last time we'll come together like this? Don't you care? Aren't you going to miss them?
Well, shucks, Betsy, when you put it that way, I am getting a little sad now.
Now, you two, don't start getting too sad. This is a happy time. A very exciting time. Our bugags have worked so hard in school all year long. Now is the time that they get to have a break, give thanks to not do see the sun, and to enjoy summer just like us.
I guess it wouldn't be right to keep them in school during the most exciting fun season, would it?
But you know what? We can still get together to visit and play and take a swim. Let's make sure we still make time for that during the summer, okay?
You bet, Betsy.
It is so important to stay connected to our family and friends, and that's what summer is all about. Spending time together and learning new things that you might not be able to learn in school.
Learn new things like what?
Well, like maybe learning from your grandma and your grandpa, aunts and uncles, cousins and friends. It's a great time to pass down elder knowledge, like what spots on the river are good to cross, what plants are good to eat, or how to make the best buffalo wallows.
Oh yes, this reminds me, my chicks need flying lessons.
Yikes, good luck with that.
As we cycle into the season of summer, and especially as the summer solstice approaches, let's all take some time to reflect about all the awesome stuff we have learned from the school year, and to honor our teachers and mentors and friends, and to also honor yourselves for how much you have grown. Don't be afraid to say thank you to your teachers and to all the people in your schools that have helped you out this year.
Thank you, teachers.
And thank you, educational assistants.
Thank you all so much for everything you do. And thank you, Bidashi Saksinam, once again for being here with us to help us understand how important this value is. Bumotsi Sini is the value of transferring knowledge to others.
So literally everything we're talking about. School, teachers, respect, listening, learning.
That's right. And for the end of the school year, as well as the end of our videos, what better time to reflect on Bumotsi Sini?
Okay, yes. Bumotsi Sini is, of course, the old Blackfoot word we use for transferring of knowledge, or in the old customary, transferring items. But today we use Bumotsi Sini of transfer of knowledge, and that today's children, when you finish kindergarten, you're going to have all the skills, you're going to have all the developments needed to move on to the grade school, grade 1, 2, all the way up to grade 5, right? After you've gained all the knowledges and you've been transferred all the teachings in those grade schools, and that you're going to further get to Bumotsi Sini to another grade, and you're going to be going into grades, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to get all those transfers of knowledges and the skills necessary to go into the high schools and that. And you're going to get all the high school skill developments at that level of education. But it doesn't stop there. You're going to have another transfer of Bumotsi Sini into higher education, whether it be the colleges, the trades, all those skill developments in that are Bumotsi Sini in that. And then today, even myself as an elder, I'm still learning. I still ask for questions regarding our Blackfoot culture and that. So Bumwotsi City doesn't stop at any time in that. You can continue learning way past your retirement age, which I am right now. But anyways, so Bumwotsi City, think of the transfer of knowledge, all those knowledges that you have in that. Think of yourself as a seed, so you're going to start growing. With each branch that's growing in that, that's the knowledge that you're having that. It's all these branches in that. And pretty soon you're going to have just a big tree of knowledge from all the transfers that you've had. Anya, sugapin, hey.
Thank you, Biday Saksinam, for sharing and transferring your knowledge and wisdom with all of us here at Lethbridge School Division.
And to all of our viewers, thank you, Book Eggs.
It has truly been a pleasure, Niksogoa.
I'm still sad.
Me too.
Me three. But we can't wait to see you all back here in September, ready to take on another school year with us. Remember, be the buffalo. Go head first, straight into the storm.
Wait, Biday Saksinam, how do we say thank you in Blackfoot?
Oh, in Blackfoot, eggs and matsio. But when we're saying thank you, you take your hand, your right hand, bring it to your heart right here, and you say, hey.
Hey.
Okay, friends, can we all try it together? Let's say thank you in Blackfoot.
Hey. Perfect.
Until next time, friends, we hope you all enjoy another beautiful season of summer on this magnificent Mother Earth. Be safe, be kind, and remember to give thanks.
Introducing Betsy Pita, Sally Spoopy, and Jarvis Eni.
Yay! Have a great summer!
Kiramatsu.
Kiramatsu no kuwa.